Hi-Fi Sound Connection is your top spot for all your audio and music equipment, DS18 car audio and powered speaker boxes, which you can also purchase wholesale. Just call us on 610-1230 or 611-9025, located at Zeeburg Public Road, West Coast, Demerara. Hi-Fi Sound Connection.
Nothing in life is free, but the MyDigiCell app is. You don't need to be on a data plan to use the app. You can conveniently chat with Ruby or an agent for help. Check your account balance, activate a Prime bundle, or gift it to a friend. Send credit. Check the Georgetown and Burpees Bridge schedules. Activate a roaming plan. Play Shake to Win for cool prizes. So don't worry about a data plan, buddy. Download the MyDigiCell app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store today. Digicel, better together.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. Kevin Smith here. Without further ado, let's get to the news in detail. According to the Natural Resource Fund Bill 2021, the PPPC government is proposing that the oil revenues be used to satisfy four specific purposes. Part 2 of the bill outlines these to be ensuring that volatility in revenues does not lead to volatile public spending, ensuring that oil revenues do not lead to loss of economic competitiveness, fairly transferring natural resource wealth across generations, and most importantly, using natural resource wealth to finance national development priorities, including any initiative aimed at realizing an inclusive green economy. The bill also highlights that the overall management of the fund, along with the preparation of its investment mandate, will be a board of directors, which shall constitute no less than 3 and no more than 5 members appointed by the President. There is a noticeable absence of consequences for the misuse or abuse of the oil money that is withdrawn for emergencies or green economy initiatives. When Guyana had pursued the creation of its NRF legislation back in 2018, it was warned to have clear penalties or the fund could run the risk of failing to serve current and future generations. In the government's Local Content Bill 2021, it is being proposed that the Minister of Natural Resources would be tasked with, among other duties, the approval or refusal, after consultation with the Local Content Secretariat, of a Local Content Master Plan and a Local Content Annual Plan, or modifications to an approved Local Content Master Plan or Local Content Annual Plan, prescribing the rules on local content measurement and certification, prescribing the metrics to be applied in determining the achievement of minimum local content levels, with the Minister and his Secretariat having the power to scrutinize and modify the local content master plans and annual plans of oil companies and their subcontractors. The government therefore gives itself ample opportunity to close loopholes so that favoritism and or corruption are removed. Meanwhile, newly elected leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, on his first day of taking over the reins of the party, immediately put on notice his political opponents in the PPPC administration that it will not be allowed to rob the nation of its resources through a corrupt cabal. Norton gave the stern warning yesterday, minutes after being formally declared the new leader of the party following its 21st biennial Congress on Saturday last. Norton immediately drew attention to the recent amendments tabled by the administration regarding changes to the Natural Resource Fund, the depository for Guyana's oil earnings. To this end, Norton was adamant that his party will confront the PPPC and warned that the PNCR will not allow them to put the machinery in place to rob the country. And moving on. For years, political leaders here have spoken about the need for a reliable road link between Guyana and Brazil, and the trail from Linden to Latham has been earmarked as the perfect place to start. Though several studies have been completed for such a project in the past, the PPPC government seems to be eagerly moving to commence work, with the first phase being from Linden to Mabura. The CDB, which is funding the project in collaboration with the UK, had said that the upgrading of this portion of the largely unpaved road from Linden to Mabura Hill is more than an infrastructure project, that it will include social safeguards that will ensure residents benefit from the road development. However, Kaieteur News publisher Glenn Lal questioned the cost of the project as well as its economic viability. Lal believes that coastal road links are of far greater importance at present, given the increased road traffic. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. And now let's tell you, the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs last year purchased a quantity of agricultural tools for distribution to various communities, spending some $27 million. But of the almost 3,000 pieces of equipment that were purchased, only 59 had been distributed. This was unearthed in the audit of the government books for the year 2020, conducted by the Audit Office of Guyana. According to the findings, the sum of $27 million was expended on the purchase of agricultural tools for hinterland communities. According to the ministry, the tools were purchased and distributed upon request, and further, due to COVID-19, deliveries were compromised. And to wrap things up this evening, let's tell you that the Minister of Public Works, Bishop Juan Edgel, last week stated that the changes the APNU-AFC coalition made to the Chedi Jagan International Airport contract has cost additional monies to be spent on the project. The airport expansion project commenced in 2011 and was expected to be a $150 million venture. However, to date, more than $160 million has already been spent on the contract. The minister explained that the Chinese contractor, China Harbor Engineering Corporation, has completed all the works for the amended contract, which they signed with former President David Granger and former Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson. The minister highlighted that the additional spending and modernization of the CJIA is owed to works outside of the amended coalition contract, to which the government has acquired a contractor to undertake and separate works that they are doing. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur